Hey everybody, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. All right, so I just got off of the other live. If you guys missed it, it was on the group page, Diva Trading Cards. So if you missed that with Kim, oh man, my hair. It's like kind of large. If you missed that with Kim, you have a chance later. You guys can go back and watch the replay, okay? She's always fun to watch. And she's got lots of information. And if you're interested in the Diva Trading Card group, please go check it out because you guys are missing out if you're not in it. Missing out. Missing out. And it's free. It's free. It's a free group. Free group. You get a free little card in the mail every month made out of diamonds. And you get to make one. It's just amazing. All right. So while I was waiting for you guys and watching Kim, I started to pre-paint my project tonight, okay? Kim said maybe I did something with last night's project. I have not. I have not. I have something new I'm going to work on. I have not even had a chance to contemplate looking at last night's project yet. So anyways, okay, I don't know who's here. My comments are, I see numbers. I don't see names. So hello, everybody, whoever's out there. Okay, so what I'm working on tonight is a little Easter project, but look behind me. Oh my God, I got St. Patrick's Day. I still have a couple of Valentine's Day. Oh my God, we got to do an auction soon. Okay, hey Kim, so I'm working on this, okay? Now, I do not know where this came from. This was given to me in, Happy Mail, which means that a diva gifted it to me. Here is the tag from it, and it could be from past, you know what I mean? It might not be, it probably wasn't purchased within this year. Hudson, Ohio. I don't know whose ticket this is. Does anybody know whose ticket that is? Okay, it's marked $12.99. So because it's marked $12.99, I'm going to say it's got to be, it doesn't look like a Hobby Lobby tag. Maybe it is though. I don't know. Michael's, Joanne's. I don't know where it came from, but anyways, it's adorable. It's very cute. So this was given to me in Happy Mail, and I really liked it. I remember when I opened it, I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to do something with that. Now, you're going to be like, okay, well, I can't find that piece anymore, so how am I going to make what you're making? Easy peasy. All you need is a circle, a wood circle, which you can get at Dollar Tree, and some carrots. Okay, they sell little wood carrots. They might not be this small at Dollar Tree, but even if they're a little bigger, then you just put less on. Just kind of round it out in wood carrots or something else. Eggs, whatever you want, okay? Because when you see what I'm going to do to it, you can do this with anything, okay? So this is just to get some ideas. They may have these little kinds of carrots at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something. Or online. I don't know, okay? So anyway, but this came like this. So like I said, I'm not certain what store it's from. So while I was waiting for you all to jump on, I have just been painting carrots while I was watching Kim do the Diva Trading Card live. And so I am using Waverly. Now this is a brand new bottle. You know, I usually open these bottles and they are so thick. Okay, well I opened this bottle. It's a brand new bottle. I just took the foil off the top. And it is so thin. It's like one extreme to the other. I don't know what's going on. So I just put a coat on of this orange. This color is called pumpkin, but we're going to use it for carrots today. Okay. It's produce. Same thing, you know. Can you see me? So I'm just using a small brush and painting the tops of my carrots here. Okay. Now I did not paint the background yet. Because I have a plan. I have a plan for the background, so we'll see. We're going to do that in just a minute once this dries. Well, I got to do the greenery yet, okay? So I'm just going over these a second time. They have some light spots, but I think a lot of the light spots, too, might be in the wood. You know, sometimes you get that wood it just really doesn't want to accept paint, and that happens. When I used to teach ceramics, we used to get that in ceramic pieces, and we used to call it a hot spot. Where you would get, you know, you'd be doing your ceramics and there would be that one little spot, circle or whatever, that just would not accept the glaze for whatever reason. So, but anyways, these little wood carrots having a couple of those spots happen. So anyways, I'm just going over it again real quick with another coat, just to try and give it a better coat, because we're going to actually go over it with another paint too on top of it. So I wanted to make sure I had at least a pretty good coat of the orange, okay? And then I'm going to do the green. And the green I'm going to use is called Scallion. It's Grinch green is what I call it. So it's that lighter green, and there is a reason I'm using the lighter green and not the darker green. And you'll see in just a minute. Okay. But anyways, this is really cute. So again, you probably won't be able to find this piece because I don't know where it came from, but you could definitely recreate it, okay? A circle, could even be a square, plain piece of wood, and get some wood carrots or something, eggs, whatever, and frame it out, okay? So pretty easy, pretty easy. Okay, let me clean this brush, and then we're gonna do the green. All right, what are you guys all doing? Hey, Janet, hey, Sue. Hello, everybody, hello, hello. So yeah, I forgot that I knew Kim was going live today. I forgot that she was going to do right at 5. So I jumped on, and I was late getting to it, but she did the live for the Diva Trading Card Club. Okay, so see now this green, look at it, it's kind of messy. Kind of messy here. Ugh. All right. So this is called Scallion. But like I said, I call it Grinch green. But the real name is Scallion on this. This is a Waverly chalk paint. Okay. So this is a little thicker than what my orange was. Now my orange was brand new, just opened it. So the good thing about painting these types of things is because they're raised up. You know, like the carrots and the stuff is raised a little bit. Much easier to paint. Easier to paint, for sure. But if you were going to make this on your own and like attach carrots or eggs or whatever to it, you could paint those first. Okay? And then that would be easy too. So I have run into where I've already gotten a little bit of orange, you know, on the surface, but it was small enough that I don't think you'll be able to tell when we're done. So we'll see. All right, so we're just getting this done. So as I was saying, Kim was mentioning that maybe I did something with last night's project from Technique Thursday, and I was saying, no, I didn't. I did not. I actually left work a little early today to come home, and I have an order here that I need to process to get merchandise out, and so we have new stuff for Monday, and also some refills for Marketplace. But not only that, I needed to get, well, the project ready for tonight, and then tomorrow. So tomorrow night, I will be on, and I will post it again. It started today. What is today? No, today's Friday. Oh my gosh. It starts tomorrow. The event starts tomorrow. And now this is the event that I've done in the past couple months with the Crafting Network and the Crafters Hive and Crafters Community CCC. Crafters, oh my God, something community. Anyways, I did post the event flyer this past week, but I will bump it again. So it starts tomorrow at 8 a.m., I believe, and goes till 9 p.m. And there are 15 crafters each day. Okay, my time slot is tomorrow at 7 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time. Okay, so whatever time that is by you guys, 7 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time. Now, I know some of you changed times this weekend. Okay, so just beware when you change times this weekend. The Divas do not change time. We are in Arizona where they do not change time. We stay the same. So we will still be on at 4 o'clock on Monday, 4 o'clock Arizona time. I just believe we go now to Pacific time instead of Mountain time. So I think that's our only change. Okay, so just check your time zones and stuff, and, you know, put in Arizona time and see what your time slot is then for Monday, okay? So I believe we'll be on Pacific time. All right. So anyway. All right. You guys just got back?
Yeah.
Where are the guys?
Car.
Are you going to be able to play?
Yeah. Right.
Or are you going to be too late?
I doesn't want to play though. Yeah, right. So wants to know if you take him to the hotel.
After my live, I can.
What time have you done?
I just started. It'll be at least an hour.
Oh. Yeah, I'll get one.
Huh?
I'll take the weekend off. I'll have them set it up and then by the time I get there we start.
Okay, so I'm sorry, guys. Hang on a second. So am I coming to take Tom or what am I doing? Well, text me. Okay, I just started at 5:30, so it'll be like 6:30-ish, maybe, you know, whatever. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sorry, guys. Al just walked in. He was, so it's been raining all day here today, and Al's got friends in from out of town, from Illinois and Michigan. He's got friends in. And they're supposed to go to a spring training game today. And they got rained out. I mean, we haven't had rain in Arizona since, I think, like August. Well, it has been pouring like cats and dogs all day today. Of course, when these guys are here and they come in to go to spring training, it's pouring out. So then I guess they were on their way home and I don't know, he called me a little while ago. The car broke down in Tempe, which is about a half hour, 20 minutes away. I don't know, whatever. And this is the newer car. So anyways, he had to call AAA. So they just got home and they're playing cards tonight. You know, Al plays cards on Friday. So they were all going to play cards tonight. But anyway, that's the long story. Hey, Jana. Hey, Karen. Hey, Maria. Maria, I hope you're doing well, girl. I was thinking about you today. Hi, Pat, Janet, Misty, everybody, Sue. Hello. Okay, so I'm painting the greenery here, and I probably don't really need to do 2 coats on this because I think my plan is that I'm also going to try and glue some, I was going to say real, but it's not real. Some like faux greenery to it. Although my greenery doesn't look like the tops of carrots. I'll see how it looks. If it looks wonky, then maybe I'll wait and see if I could find something that looks more carrot-like at the store. But I don't know. It might be fine. It might be fine. Okay, so I just want to make sure I got all the spots covered. I love this green, you guys. I love this green, Grinch green. But to Waverly, it's called Scallion. To Dawn, it's called Grinch green. Okay, my 2 favorite colors, Grinch green and orange. I love these 2 colors. Okay, so there we go. So we got this all painted. Okay, look how cute that is. Again, guys, if you're just jumping on, I don't know where this came from. This was given to me in Happy Mail by one of our divas. Here's the tag. I couldn't tell you what store that is. I don't know. The price on it is $12.99, so I'm going to guess it's a Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or Joann Fabrics type of tag, unless it's another type of specialty store. But as I was telling people at the beginning, if you can't find this particular piece and you like it, you just need to get a circle or a square. It doesn't matter. A piece of wood. You can get these at Dollar Tree. Okay? And then look right now in the Easter stuff. They have all the little miniatures. So remember yesterday I did the miniatures with the little flowers? How cute would one of these circles be with little flowers around it? Or that package with the little flowers also came with little watering cans and little wheelbarrows. Something like that. Eggs. Mini carrots. You could probably find mini carrots out there right now. Okay? So you could definitely do this, reproduce this, even though yours wouldn't come together like this. Okay. So now my plan is to do a wash on it. A wash, a stain, whatever you want to call it. So I'm putting a little bit of brown paint in here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me move my drink before I have it on the floor. Now, I have some water here, and I did get some clean water. Now, I do use these little trays. You know how you accumulate a bunch of them? I use these for my paint. Like I'm mixing, you can see it had brown in there before. So I just use them up because, you know, you have so many of them, and I've always got a stack of them here on the table usually, unless I'm looking for one, then I don't have a stack. So I just use them up, guys, okay? So I don't want the stain to be very dark. So I only put a little bit of paint and a lot of water, which is what I normally do anyway. Okay. So I want to see, let's see how dark this is going to be. Okay, let me see here. Oh, I'm like, okay, here, what can I use? I have a popsicle stick here. I also was getting my project ready for that event tomorrow, so. Okay, so here it is on the popsicle stick, and it is very light. Okay, so I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with it, and I'm going to hope that I have enough here to do just the front. Now, I don't know how this will, because it's so light, I don't know. Yeah, see, I don't think it's going to really give me much of a, what do I want to say? Like a stain look on top of the paint that I already did, the green and the orange, which is fine. Now, if I wanted to darken those more, I would say I could use my, the wax, the Waverly wax. Right here, what's it called? Antique wax. Okay, I could put that over it and wipe it off. Okay, but I think I'm gonna leave it. So it is showing up a little bit on the green. Okay, but that's lighter, of course, than the orange. Okay, and I do have something that's gonna go in the middle, and it's a technique that I haven't done in a while. I'm gonna tell you how I did it. It's unfortunate though that I don't have the device here to do it, to show you, but I'm going to tell you how I did it. Oh, see, now, can you guys see this? So even look where I'm putting the brown. Some of it is, remember I was talking about, like, we call them hot spots, whatever you want to call them, where the paint is not kind of adhering to it. Now, in this case, where these pieces are at, a lot of that could have to do with adhesive, because I could see one of the pieces as I was painting it earlier, I could see like a line underneath it, like where it was probably supposed to be attached, and it didn't get attached straight. You know, these are probably assembled on an assembly line, whatever. It didn't get attached straight, and I could see that. So I'm thinking that those may actually be adhesive marks. You know what I mean? But it's okay, we're going to go with it. Can't go back now, unless I make it darker. I mean, if I decide to make this darker, I could, but I'm going to go with this. I don't really want it much darker right now because of the image I'm going to put on it. I think I want it to be really light like this, so we're just going to do it. And anyways, what can we do? Nothing. We could add diamonds to it. We add diamonds to it. Cover it up. It's all good. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I was worried about not having enough of this watered down stain, and I have plenty. So I am going over the carrots and everything, because if it does pick up a little bit of the brown, I'm good with that, okay? Because it kind of all looks the same. It all bleeds in together. All right, I'm going to let this dry a little. Do you see it right here, how dark, how white that is there? It's okay. It's okay. Once we're all good. Okay, so because I have so much left, oh gosh, I got that. I'm going to do the back, okay? Usually I don't always do the back. I always do, of course, the fronts first. But if I have a lot of it left that I've mixed up already, I do the back, because then it looks finished. You know, just for the heck of it, rather than having it a different color. Ooh, look at there how it got really dark. It's weird. It's almost like the back. Let me get some more water. It's almost like the back is, it seems like it doesn't have like almost like the same finish on it. You know, the wood's different. But again, as we were talking about yesterday, and I heard Kim talking about on the Diva Trading Card Live about the types of wood, and that I was doing that wood burning pen yesterday on the wood. And I had said that I was just using those cheap boards to try it. You know, those boards, like I said, you get 16 of them for $15 on Amazon. It's a great deal. And they're good to make crafts with. They are. But sometimes I do use them just to try different techniques with. Now, is it good wood? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Is any of this stuff that you get in a craft store, you know, going to be really, really good wood? Probably not. I mean, let's face it. We're not dealing with oak here. I mean, come on. But you know what? You just work with it. You just work with it. Now, I will tell you about the technique last night. And if you missed Technique Thursday yesterday, try and go back and rewatch it, okay? Because it was a good one. I will say myself, it was a good one. We used wood burning pens. Not an actual woodworking tool. These were pens, kind of like a marker. Now, after I got off last night, I did post the link for them. Okay, so I don't know if any of you went on and checked them out or ordered any. I hope you guys did, because I really want you guys to try it out. Okay, I'm going to get this here because I want this to dry a little bit. But anyways, while I was on there, I started looking at other ones. Now, there is a company out there called Scorch, S-C-O-R-C-H, that makes these. They're called Scorch. They call them Scorch pens. The name of the company is Scorch, so that's what they're calling their tools, of course. Now, they are saying that this heat gun on their tools, or on their pens, does not get hot enough to actually burn it. Now, I was looking at some videos of some other ones, not necessarily their brand, and they do show using a heat tool to get the effect and burn it. But now let me tell you, Scorch, the company, now their tools are a little, or their pens are a little more money. Their pens, I actually wanted to buy one, and I should just buy one. They're $15 a piece if you buy the single one, okay? Where I paid $20 for that whole set I had yesterday. The Scorch tools were $15 a piece for one. They had them in sets too, which maybe made them a little cheaper, you know, individually. But they also sell a heat, what do they call it? A heat tool, not a heat tool. A Scorch tool, whatever. They sell a tool that gets supposedly hotter than this does. And the tool itself is like $40, at least $40. Okay? So when I see stuff like that, and nothing against this company, I know nothing about it. I have not tried their products. I don't know anything about it. Are they telling me that this heat gun doesn't work because they sell their own tool? Very possible, but maybe not. I don't know. I did look at my heat gun, and it goes up, it's 300 watts. Okay, I have to tell you, it gets pretty damn hot. I would not hold my hand under here for more than that. Okay, it would burn my hand. This gets pretty darn hot. So, you know, so a couple of different product stories out there as far as the heat tool and heat gun and yada yada whatever. Okay, so just, it was interesting. I was just checking it out. I do kind of want to order one of their products though, just to try it. Now I was watching the video of this company yesterday. They are very interesting. I mean, they've got a lot of different products. They even sell their own stencils, which I thought was very cool, but they sell self-adhesive stencils. So remember yesterday we were stenciling, and and I had talked about that you can buy a product to put on the back of your stencil to basically make it sticky, make it pretty much self-adhesive. It comes in a little bottle, and you dab it on around your stencil, and then you let it dry, and it becomes sticky. Okay? They sell stencils that are already pre-sticky. All right? So, you know, so they do have, this company did have a lot of product for this line. So I will say that. But as far as the tool, you know, I don't know. Unless I was to try it, I don't know. So he was saying if it got hotter, like this actual Scorch tool, that your image, when we dry it, remember I said it was getting darker the longer I held it on there, but I probably didn't hold it on long enough because I was kind of afraid. I was afraid to really burn it. They're saying that it should turn black. Okay, which makes sense because if you use an actual tool, wood burning set, tool, whatever, it does get kind of black. Okay, remember I showed you a couple spots yesterday in my thing that were black. And I said this kind of actually looks like, you know, looks like it, or it actually burned. So anyway, and he said, he didn't say it was a chemical thing. He said that the liquid that comes out of those pens, whatever it does, but that it actually is burning the wood with the heat gun. Okay, so a lot of information, guys, just lots of information. But you know what? I like what we did last night. I mean, I tried it, and that's why I do Technique Thursday, to try it, try new things. And I always tell you guys too, or I do tell you guys, if you have something out there that you're wondering, does it work? Does it not work? Shoot me an email. Let me know what it is. And maybe I can look into it, and maybe it's something I can do on a Technique Thursday, okay? If you have any ideas, want to know how to do something, of course, it has to be something we could add diamonds to, which is pretty much anything. Shoot me an email and let me know, okay? And I'll look into it. I definitely will, because I run out of ideas sometimes. But yeah, just shoot me an email and say, hey, Dawn, have you ever done this technique? How does it, does it work? And a lot of times it's, before you go out and buy all the supplies to do it, I'll go buy them all. I'm kidding. But I did like the tool. I did like the technique last night. I really did. And like I said, Al saw it and he was pretty impressed with it. He's like, okay, that's pretty cool. Did you do that? He was like so impressed. Like, oh yeah, I did it. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm going to dry this real quick again, but okay. So you see some of the white spots in there. Once this is 100% dry, if I wanted to, once it's all done, I could even go back in there, which maybe I'll do, with just some of the brown paint on my brush and just like do a little dry brushing around those areas where those spots are. And it'll probably just look like some shading. So maybe I'll do that to get rid of some of those white spots. And those are just white spots in the wood, okay? And I really think, and even just from looking at the shapes of them and stuff, I think it's like an adhesive. So I'm guessing that this thing probably runs through a machine and like the adhesive is applied where the carrots are gonna go. And then the carrots are put down. Well, they're not gonna all line up 100%. It's not gonna happen. Not when you're buying this stuff for as cheap as we are. And then probably the carrots get placed on top of that and they just don't line up. And so this adhesive, remains on there and dries. And of course you don't see it until you add a paint to it or some kind of a surface, okay? But no big deal. We make do. We make do. And thank you, whoever gave me this. I want to say, Andrea, I don't know if you're on. I think this came from you. Andrea Prony, I think this came from you, honey. Andrea Wahlberg. I love this piece, though. I love it. But I think I will do some shadows in those places. Okay. I just want to make sure this is kind of dry because I got to put I got to put Mod Podge on here. And I don't want a Mod Podge on it being wet. Okay. But yeah, this thing is hot. I mean, if you have a heat gun, see how long you can hold your hand in front of it. Not very long. And I mean, this thing has melted. Well, it melted this surface, not that that's anything, because I held it in one space too long. But if you ever need to loosen up hot glue, take your heat gun and literally 10-15 seconds, and that hot glue will be loose enough to pry it right off. Okay, so I think we're dry enough in here. Okay, so here's what I did when I got home. Because when I decided what I was going to do, I went online and I looked for some Easter patterns. I usually go on just like Google or whatever first, and I type in whatever I'm looking for. So I was looking for Easter Bunny prints or Easter Bunny free printables. I always put the word free in there. Now, it doesn't always pull up free stuff. A lot of times it pulls up stuff that's for sale on Etsy. I don't use those, okay? If I see Etsy listed under it, I scroll past it because I know that somebody is selling those. Okay, I'm not going to use your product that you're trying to sell. So I scroll past those. Sometimes it's hard to find free ones on a Google search or Yahoo search. Then you can go to Pinterest and search there too, and you'll find some there too, okay? But like I tell you, the prints that I use, and I always tell you this, I did get these offline. There was no licensing on them. Now this one I'm going to show you, I believe is licensed as an actual storybook, probably picture, but I'm not selling it. I'm going to use it to show you guys how to do this technique, and I am not selling it. Okay, not selling the print, but I pulled off a bunch of Easter prints that we'll probably use in future projects too. Okay, so here's the print we're going to use. Right, it's like Peter Cottontail, right? Isn't that what it looks like? It's two of the same. Okay, doesn't it look like Peter Cottontail? Okay, so I liked him because he's cute, number one, and number two, he's eating carrots. Okay, so I was looking for something with not only a bunny, but with carrots. Okay. Now, I came across a couple of images that I thought were really cute and I could have used, but I decided on this one. Can you tell? Look at, I printed this out on tissue paper. This is a piece of tissue paper. It is attached to a piece of regular printer paper, okay? So here's what you're going to do. Now, some of you have probably done this before, okay? Hey, Renee, have you ever Mod Podged a photo print? I've Mod Podged a photo that I have printed off the computer. So if you download a photo, like I had a photo of my granddaughter that I did, I don't remember, a couple months ago. Maybe it was a Christmas thing. I printed it out in black and white. So I downloaded the photo to my computer and then took that and put it onto a Word document to the size I needed or whatever, and then printed it out on paper. And I was able to Mod Podge that. If that's what you mean, yes, you can do that. I don't know that I would Mod Podge a real photo. I don't know for sure. I've not tried it, but I just don't know how that Mod Podge will take to the top of a real photo. I would do a copy of the photo and Mod Podge that. And the way our technology is nowadays, downloading that picture to a computer and printing it, I mean, the technology is so good nowadays, you can't tell if that's an actual photo or a print, okay? And you could do it in color or black and white. So only one that comes to my mind right now recently is the one I did of my granddaughter, and that was a black and white photo that I did. Actually, I think it was a color photo, and I changed it to black and white. Kim, they're good to craft with. Yeah, they are. They are, and they still make cute projects. She's talking about these guys. Okay, and I posted the link for these last week. So if you're looking for these, just scroll down on Facebook, and you'll see the link for these. Okay, and click on there, and you get 16 of them for $15. Okay, and they're thin. They're just a thin piece of wood, but they're still cute to craft on. You could definitely use these for crafts. Now, just because the one I was using yesterday was just I was kind of, messing with it. I'm still going to probably do something with the front of that one. I'm going to try to. And the back, I'll just paint over it. I'll just paint over the back to make it finished, or I'll take this and attach it to something larger. Okay, and then you'll have this like little paddle thing as maybe like the frame for something or whatever. Okay, so I'm not saying that I would only buy those to junk with. I would definitely use those. You just ordered a set. Yeah, they're good, you guys. They're good. I mean, I have no problem with them. They're thin, but let's face it, if you're going to make something out of it and hang it on a wall, it's okay. It's light. It's no weight. No weight to hang it. Okay, so here's how you print on tissue paper. And some of you may have done this before. Some of you maybe not. So that's why we're going to go over it. So I found my photos, and I loaded them onto the computer. I pulled up my Word document, and I put them on this way so I could get two at a time. Okay? I took a sheet of paper, regular printer paper, and I took a piece of tissue paper. This is regular tissue paper like you would use to wrap a gift. Big sheet of tissue paper. So I laid my piece of computer paper on the piece of tissue, and I cut it out. And you could see, I don't know if you could see it, but I cut it out probably about 1 inch larger on all four sides. Okay? Cut it out. Then I laid this down, blank piece of paper, on top of my tissue. okay? I folded this all up. I folded it all over, okay? Do you see this one piece of Scotch tape? Can you see it right there? See? Okay. So then I went to tape it all down. And I normally in the past have used Scotch tape. So I went to put my Scotch tape down, ran out right there. One piece of Scotch tape, I pulled it out and I ran out. And I thought I had more here. And I probably do somewhere if I dig for it. But I was like, okay, I don't have time for this. So what I did is, and I didn't know that this would work, but it did. It actually worked probably nicer than the Scotch tape. I took my double stick tape. This is double stick tape. Okay, it's the Tombow, Tombow, permanent adhesive tape. I took my double stick tape, so now I have my tissue paper back here, right? I folded it, made the crease, and then I unfolded it. I took my Tombow tape along the tissue paper. It did not get all hung up on it. It rolled right along, and then I took my tissue, folded it up, nice and flat. Did that on all four sides. I did have to miter the corners, you know, just so I didn't have a lot of bulk there. Taped it all down. Scotch tape works fine too, if you don't run out. Okay? All good around all four corners. Then I took this and put it in my printer. In my printer, I have to load upside down. Okay, so in my printer, it went this way. Pulled up my document, hit print, and it went, and out it came. Just like this. Okay? Easy peasy. Now, would I load more than one sheet at a time? No. I mean, you could have other papers in there, regular paper, but I would not load. I haven't tried. I'd be afraid, well, in my print, I'd be afraid to load more than one of these. Like, you know, say I want to run off 10. I would probably sit there and feed, you know, reload 10 sheets of this. It may feed just fine. I just am afraid if it gets hung up on a corner or something, you know. But anyways, that's how you do it. Very easy. So now I'm going to take this, and since I don't need all this white, I'm not using all this white, I am just going to cut it apart. Okay, now if you were going to use all this white or you needed it right up to the edge, then just go in the back and just, you know, separate it from the back. Okay, but I don't need all that white. So there we go. So I just cut it apart. I get it. Here we go. Here is my sheet of tissue. Okay, it's just a regular old sheet of tissue paper. And that's what we're going to use to decoupage. All right. So this is another way. Oh, okay, Karen. Very cool. There you go. Yeah, it's just another ways you can use your own photos to do this. Karen, you could definitely do this with a photo. Okay, print it on your tissue paper and you could do it with a photo. All right. Now, I did print out 2 of these. Let me get this piece of white because it's easier to see on the white. I can't see it with that thing behind it. Okay, I did print out 2 as a just in case. Okay, I am going to separate the napkin. I'm sorry, the picture from the tissue. Okay, and I'm going to do that with my paintbrush. And we're going to hope this works. You could also use, I don't have these filled. They have these at Dollar Tree, but these, I should have filled these. These could be used also. These are water brush pens. You fill it with water. It's a brush at the end. I should have just loaded those with water and done that. Actually, just let's do it. So then you could see how these work. I used to have these before because we used to use these in rubber stamping. So let's see. Where's my water? I have a little spray bottle of water here. Oh my gosh. Can't I get the top off? What the heck? Okay, well maybe we will go back to the paintbrush. Hang on. Why is that one not unscrewing? Am I crazy? It should unscrew right here at the top. Okay, well, I can see the separation right here. Maybe there's tape on it. Bet me I'm sitting here fighting with it and there's a piece of tape on it. Yep. Maybe. Nope. Okay. If you're going to buy these, buy better ones. Don't buy the ones at Dollar Tree, apparently. So there was tape on it, and now it's just turning. It won't unscrew. See, sometimes you get what you pay for. Neither one is coming off. Okay. All right, so we're not dealing with those. Okay, so don't buy those. They do sell better ones. You can get better ones at the craft stores and stuff. Okay. All right, so we're just going to use a paintbrush. So I'm going to take my paintbrush. And I've got water here. And I'm just going to kind of go around this picture where I want the picture to separate at. Okay. So I'm just, and sometimes this works for me, sometimes not so much, which is why I print it out too. And if I had to print one and I've got all that room on the paper, I might as well have printed two anyway. Okay. So I could be tearing this as I go along, but I'm going to try and hurry. All right, so you're just getting that paper wet. You're kind of outlining it. And then if it tears easily, it should look like a feathered edge, you know, like an uneven edge. Okay, so do you see it? So it should tear easily around wherever you put that water line. That's the goal. So that when you put it down, it doesn't look like you have such a cut line, like a, you know, a really stark cut line. Okay, just do it slowly, because if you get to a part that's not working, then I would just get your brush again and just dab it again with a little bit of water. All right, now you don't want to soak it because it is just a sheet of tissue paper. Okay. So this is kind of a technique too. See, you're getting another technique today. Look at that. 2 for 1. All right, so you see that you're getting kind of an unfinished feathered edge. And I don't know if this has started to dry, but it's not ripping as easy. Yeah. So yeah, that's the only thing. If you go too far like I did, it will be dry before you get around to it. Okay, I think we're almost there. Almost there. All right, and it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the reason for doing this technique, is it's not perfect. Okay, do we see it? There we go. Okay, so then this one, I guess I will hang on to for another project or something. I don't know. Don't know what I'll do with it. Okay. Alrighty. So now we're going to take this guy and we're going to Mod Podge him on. Okay, so I'm going to put some Mod Podge down. So the reason I wanted that little bit of brown back there is because, can you see this picture? How he looks like he's, it's the ground. Excuse me. It's the ground. So it's kind of like a brownish color. And there is even some brownish in the back and stuff. So I kind of wanted it, I was thinking that it would blend and I'm hoping it'll look like the picture belongs there. All right, let me get my iron. Hang on. Got my iron on. Okay. Iron, check. Mod Podge, check. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, water I don't need again right now. All right, and I am using matte just for the heck of it. No reason. Okay, so he's gonna go about right here. Isn't he cute? I hope he comes out cute on here. I hope. Okay, so I'm gonna just, I don't want to stick it down. I'm just trying to figure out approximately where I need to Mod Podge to. Okay. Okay. And it's okay if you go over because I'm using matte. It's going to dry. We're going to dry it. I just want to get that area there done. I hope this works. All right. So we're going to get that to dry. Let me get out my parchment. Handy dandy parchment paper. My iron is getting warm. I can feel it. Oh no, there goes my... Oh my God, everything's flying. One thing, if you have tissue paper out, it flies everywhere. Okay. Get this dry. Okay. Now remember, when you iron it, it's going to reactivate it. Hang on, I gotta take this off. I'm getting hot. It was so cold out there today. Oh my God. I had so many layers on going to work this morning. It rained hard, like I told you guys. But I had it was cold. It was in the 40s. I had so many layers going to work this morning to Marketplace that I was like sweating in the car on the way there this morning, and I didn't have the heater or anything on. And I was so hot that I had to crack my window a little bit because I was getting so hot in the car. I'm like, this is crazy. Okay, see, I'm a little concerned this isn't going to go flat, which is okay. I mean, it'll be what it is. Because do you see where it's kind of peeling up on the edges a little bit? Figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, let's take this. All right. So then you're just going to iron using your parchment paper over your image and iron it down. And then what the heat from the iron will do is it reactivates that Mod Podge, because remember we dried it. And I wanted it dry because I didn't want my napkin to stick to it when I placed it down. Okay, because it would get wrinkles and everything. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get up here a little more. It's really close to that carrot, and it's not... Okay, I think we're good. There is a couple of little folds. Oops, see right there, it didn't take. And maybe I probably didn't have enough Mod Podge way down there. It's right down here at the end. I probably didn't have my Mod Podge go that far down. Okay. So I'm going to just use my finger Just a little bit of Mod Podge, and I'm just going to put it right down here at this edge where, remember I was trying to judge where to put the Mod Podge at. And that's probably why up by this carrot is not sticking either, because I didn't go far enough up there. Okay, so then that'll dry clear. And again, I used matte, so I'm not worried about, you know, it being shiny in spots and not others. All right, I think I'm okay. Okay, but check it out. How cute is he? Did I get him straight? He's good enough. He's good enough. Ain't he cute? Okay, now I want him to, do you see that he's got a little bit of a white edge around him? I want to give him, hang on. I want to give him a little bit of an aging. I didn't know what to call it. We'll call it an aging. Let's see, what color is this? Black, we don't want black. Walnut, we'll go with walnut. Okay, so it's just an ink pad. It's the Distressing Oxide ink pad. And I actually am going to do a little bit around the edges too. So I'm just going to use my dauber. Okay. And I'm going to go over the edges. Okay, do you see the difference? Okay, so we're gonna do that around it. I could probably do that right over the carrots too. Okay, that'll make our carrots look a little bit more aged. Okay, and these inks that I use, I also got them on Amazon. Okay, so you can get these there too. They came as a set of 4, I believe. Okay, and I did take out my wax, my intake waxing, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm liking my carrots and stuff, the colors that it is, so I don't think I'm going to go over it and make them any darker. All right, I'm just going to do this shadowing on the edges. And then I'm going to try and do it around my image too. Okay, so how many of you have ever printed on tissue before? Because, I mean, that's not, I know I've done it before. Actually, there's a how-to video out there of how to do it too from at least a year ago, if not longer, that I made the instructions out there for it. It's been from quite a while ago. Okay, so just a little distressing, just to give it a little age. Let this come up too. Okay, so all I really want to do now is I just want to tone down the white edge a little bit. All right, I'm okay with that edge showing. It's going to show. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. I just don't want the like white to be so stark, since the rest of this is kind of vintagey looking. Okay, so this just kind of makes it blend in then with like the dirt color that he's got underneath him. See, I have so little on my thing that's why I have to keep going over it, because I'm afraid to put too much, and so I don't have much on my dauber, and then, you know, I figure I could always add more, but I can't take it away. Okay, so look at, there he is. There he is. How cute. Isn't he cute? Okay. Now, I do have, let me see, I had this little guy. I had this little bow I was going to put up at the top. I am going to get a brush, and I am going to try, and I'm going to hope that this works. I'm going to try and do a little dry brushing where those spots are. Remember I talked about possibly doing that? So let's try it while I'm online. Why not? Okay, so I'm taking some of that antique waxing, the antique wax. I've got just a little bit on my brush. And I'm just going over where those spots are really white. And actually even extending them a little bit more. I know it's hard to see. I just have to hold it in front of me so I can see it. Hang on. Extending them maybe even a little bit more to make it look like they were supposed to be there. So kind of like some shadowing. Okay. So do you see it? Okay, on the carrot. The shadowing right in here. Okay, so it's just a little bit of that antique waxing and a stiffer brush. And I'm just going over it gently, dry brushing it, and giving it a little bit of a shadow. Because these carrots are sticking up too. They're high, so they're causing a little shadow. I told you guys before, I can make a story for everything. Everything's got a story. Okay. There we go, a little shadow. It looks like all the carrots are getting a little shadow. All right, and then this should be sealed when I'm done. I always forget to seal though when I'm done, you guys. I wind up hanging it on the wall or take pictures and I hang it on the wall behind me and then I forget to seal. It's so bad. Okay. Hey, what's on Dateline or something tonight? I remember seeing an ad the other day. There was a show on tonight that I wanted to see. One of those shows. Dateline or 2020 or whatever. And I was trying to think what it is. Although I really should just go to bed. This carrot's got a lot of white issues. Oops. Piece of wood fell off there. All right, I have to look at this now from a distance so I didn't get any up here. Okay, so we got some lights and darks going on, which is fine. Oh my God, there's a lot up here. See, when I'm looking at it so closely, I don't notice it. And when I hold it up, I'm like, oh. Oh. Okay, I'm going to put some underneath, not that there's any white spots there, there's not. But underneath here where like the dirt is. The dirt here that he's standing in. We're going to extend it down a little bit. Okay, then of course he's going, oh, let me plug that in. He's going to get diamonds, of course. Of course. Get that going. All right, I think we're good enough. I mean, it didn't take all of that white out, but it took out, you know, some of it. All right. So here's our little guy. I think he's cute. He looks vintage, which was the plan for him to look vintage. Okay, so can you guys see him? And I extended the dirt under him a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to show you the greenery I've got. I don't know that it's going to really work. Yeah, let me clean my dauber. So I'm just cleaning my dauber. You could put it in, you could rinse it because it's just a sponge basically at the end. But I have a wet paper towel here, so I'm just cleaning it on the paper towel. So I am going to put this bow up here. What's that? Got like a big thing of glue here. So I'm going to put the bow up here at the top. The greenery I have is this kind of stuff. Okay, so see what I mean? It's all different colors. So there's like a light green, and a darker green, and then I have this bunch. It's even a darker green. So there's different colors. So I was thinking of clipping it and putting a couple of sprigs. I mean, I want the other greenery, the wood greenery, to look, you know, be able to see that behind it too. But I think I'm going to just attach a few of these on there. And just to give it some depth. Okay, we could probably even put some down in the grass here. Actually, as I say, I could put something else down for grass, but I don't know. I don't want to take away from. Okay, let me just cut a few pieces off, and I'm just using a wire cutter and cutting these apart. That was really big. That was one a big guy. Okay, and my glue gun is heating up. Questions. It worked out really good. Thank you. The white is less notable. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that was the plan. Sometimes the plan works. Sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I wanted it to kind of blend in the back. I wanted it to look old and vintage. So, you know, I know that, and I should show you some of the other prints I printed off. I know that the print is not really bright. Of course, we're going to add some diamonds to it to give it a little pop. But I didn't necessarily want it in this situation to be really bright. Now, I did print some other things out that were bright. I was going to go that direction, and then I decided to go vintagey. So, just depends on what you want to see. All right. So I'm just going to cut some of these, a few more. Oh, I probably need more. Let me get some of these dark ones. Where's the dark bunch? Right here, some darker ones. This way we could have different colors going around. And I'm guessing these came from, I'm sure they came from Dollar Tree. I've had these for a while. You know me, I don't use that much greenery. Or flowers especially. So I usually just buy stuff like this that can be used in maybe many different projects or something like that. Okay, let's see how our glue's doing. Grab a glue stick while we're waiting. It's getting there. And then we can glue the bow on. Well, you know what? Let me glue on greenery here first. And I think maybe on the larger ones, I'll do like 2 sprigs. And then on the smaller ones, just 1. Or here, like a big and a little. Oh, I like the big and the little. Can you guys see it? See, so there's a big and a little. Now I'm hoping that, where's my finger? I'm hoping that the glue will hold these down. So what is with my glue gun? I don't know. It was acting up. It was acting weird the other day too. And I actually had to take, so it was almost like the glue stick was stuck in there. And I actually had to take my long nose plier and grab the glue stick and pull it all the way out the back. And now it's being weird again. Don't go out on me. Do not. Okay, let me turn this off. Off on the iron. Peter Cottontail. Here comes Peter Cottontail. April 20th, peeps. April 20th is Easter. So we still got like 6 weeks or something till Easter. So we still got a long ways to go. Long ways to go. All right, and then I do have my diamonds out here. Okay, this is not, oh no, glue gun, don't die on me, don't die on me. Please don't. So I do have my diamonds. It's smoking, but it's not feeding through. I got my diamonds out here. So I think I'm going to put some diamonds on the carrots. Not a lot. I might just accent the carrots like with maybe 3 or something on the curves. Like 3 diamonds on the curves just to give it a little pop of color. And then on the bunny himself down here, on his greenery, I think I'm going to add some carrots or some diamonds. I couldn't decide if I was going to use rhinestones or regular diamonds because it's kind of old looking. But I think I'm going to use rhinestones. You know how I love a rhinestone. So I think I'm just going to put like on the curves of these carrots, like, you know, 3 or 4 diamonds, or maybe up at the top. Maybe up at the top. I don't know. Hello, Country Creekside Creations. I believe that's Shantae. Hello. Thank you for sprinkling. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm waiting for my glue gun to get hot, and it's not working. I think my... Oh, God, if this thing is broke again. Let's try pushing through a glue stick. Darn it. Whoa. Okay, a whole gob of glue just came out. Where'd it go? Oh, I see it. Okay. Scared me. Thank God it didn't fall on me. Oh my gosh. Just die. Don't need no more glue burns. No. Yes, ma'am. It's Shantae. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Thank you for jumping on. So I don't know if you just jumped on or missed it or whoever else did. Just a little recap of what we've done so far. We did, we decoupaged this print right there. So we painted the carrots. We did an acrylic and water wash on it to get that light brown. The print was printed on a piece of tissue. Okay, so I took a piece of tissue paper, I downloaded my print, and I printed it on tissue. So if you didn't see that part or have never printed on tissue paper before, you'll have to go back and rewatch that. I feel like I have a fold right here. There's like a white line going right through there. White line. Okay, so here's my greenery. I know it's not real greenery for the carrots, I know, but it's what I got. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to glue this on. God, I don't know why my glue gun is skipping. It's like skipping a beat. Okay. And I'm using raffia because I love it. And it's kind of old. Kind of old and country looking. Which is where we're at here. I'm just trying to see if I'm in the middle somewhat. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else I got going here. Let's try this little greenery here. We'll put this one over here. With my pink finger. You see it's steaming. Yeah, it's steaming, but it's like skipping. Like the glue stick is like not feeding or something. I don't know what. I don't know if you were on when I said earlier, the other day it was doing that, and I mean, I couldn't get the thing to move, and I had to go in with my long nose pliers and actually pull the glue stick out. So I'm wondering, I was just thinking about this the other day, the glue sticks. Where did I get these glue sticks from? I wonder if they're different glue sticks. The last place I would have been at would have been Walmart. The other glue sticks that I've been using forever is from Dollar Tree. You know, they sell like the 20 packs or whatever. I mean, I know they're probably not economical to buy, but whenever I'm in there, if I just grab them, whatever. But I want to say this pack that I have is from Walmart, and they're really, but I don't know that it's the glue stick or it's my gun. But you know what, the other day, until I started putting those new glue sticks in, I didn't really have an issue. Could glue sticks really be made differently? Seriously? I don't know. I don't know if they can be or not. I guess everything can. Okay. So we're getting a little bit of dimension in here with our greenery. And you know, I just like to add different, here, we're going to shorten this guy up. So then I'm done. I got an order here, guys. I got it open. So we'll have some new stuff on Monday. And then we'll be at Marketplace tomorrow. I don't know. Is it supposed to rain here again tomorrow? Those of you that are local, Kim, Sue. Today was terrible. I mean, it was good. We had a good day in sales. Surprisingly, people came out. The rain was just non-stop, though. And then I think next week we're supposed to get rain again. Like Tuesday to Friday. See, it's because we haven't had rain in so long. Now we're going to get it all at once. But it's going to come during spring training. And actually, I'm supposed to go to a spring training game on Wednesday. We won tickets at work, at the Marketplace. They were giving tickets away, and our booth won. So Al and I, and a couple other people, Kelly doesn't want to go, so we're going to go to a spring training game. Okay. So see how these little greenery guys are coming together right here? So I'm thinking I might wind up putting a diamond there. I don't know. I don't know. And it's so hard. You know what? I'm looking at it so closely, and you guys are looking at it far away and like, yeah, sure. Okay, Dawn, whatever. And again, it's stuff that nobody else would notice but me. All right, so we got 2 leaves there. I need 1 here. Just 1. To a dark one there. Okay, let's see how we're coming here. Oh, look, it's looking better with the greenery, I think. Oh, I got to blow off all those glue hairs, right? I mean, I know it's not the right kind, but it's okay. It's okay. We know we're all pretend. When we craft, we're pretending. Let me get this little guy. All right, so Shantae, are you in this event in the next 2 days too? Cool, but no rain. Hey, Janelle. Shantae, I'm sure you are. Post on there if you are. If you're in this event the next 2 days, and when and what time. Plug yourself, girl. Plug yourself. I already told him I'm on tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Mountain Time. 7 o'clock Mountain Time. So I don't know if she's still on. Hey, Sue. I don't know if she's still there. Hey, Patty. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I'm just trying to, we're finishing up mostly this little bunny Peter Cottontail image. And if you've missed any of it, of course, you guys will be able to go back and watch on replay. The image was printed on tissue paper. Okay, so if you've never printed on tissue before, you can go back and watch, and I explained exactly how that's done. It's very easy, actually. And it's neat because it opens up so many opportunities of things that you can print. Okay, I mean, you could print photos and everything if you want to decoupage them. Logos, all kinds of stuff. Okay, so check it out. It's all you need is tissue paper, regular old tissue paper. All right, we're almost done with our carrots here. I got glue hairs. I'm going to have to blow those off. All right, let's see what we got. We got one here. Let's see if this one will fit here. Yeah, we'll put that one here. All right, and then these little, ooh, see, these things do melt. That's the thing. This glue gets so hot. And, you know, these little greenery things are just made of plastic. It gets so hot that plastic melts a little bit. Very, very hot. As to why it burns right through our skin when we touch it. All right, what have I got left? Just one more. One more left. Okay. And this one needs this guy. And that guy. And Janelle, you were on, honey. I messaged your friend. I have not heard back from her, but I just want you to know I did reach out to her. What was her name? Alexis, I think. So I did shoot her a message, told her, and I told her to send me an email because I was going to send her the artwork, which ooh, this one is not good. Hang on. Remember, this was the one that was melting. I have, I think I have a PNG file of that artwork. So, but anyways, I messaged her, I think, yesterday. So, whenever she has a chance, I'm sure she'll get back to me. Oh, I don't like this one, but we'll put this one and maybe one on top of it. Okay, so I think we've got all that. I think I'm going to put a button up here. Come on. Okay, I do like it with the greenery. And like I said, I think I'm just going to put a little pop of bling on each carrot. I'm not going to like download them with bling. Just like maybe three on there. Let me look at my, Let me look at my buttons and see what I got here that I could use up there. There's this guy. Well, he's got blue diamonds. We don't want blue diamonds. Let's see. Do I have anything that's got like orange? Ooh, this has got orange and green in it. Oh, this one's perfect. It's a little smaller than I wanted, but it's okay. And then I'll add diamonds to that. Okay, I'm going to hold this up close so you guys can see it. Okay, so there's the button I just put on. See it? All right. And then you can see all the greenery on the carrots. Right? So cute, so cute. And then I'm going to add diamonds. So now those of you that maybe have not done this, we have lots of leftover diamonds. So whenever we do a diamond dotting project kit, we have lots of leftover diamonds. And so this is Freestyle Friday is about taking your leftover diamonds and adding them to your projects to make something else with them. Because if you got leftovers, you got to use them. Yeah, let me put that there. So all I do is I take some white glue. I use Aleene's tacky glue. I don't need my pink finger anymore. I use Aleene's tacky glue. I put a little bit on my plate. It's over here. Right there, just a little bit of Aleene's on my plate. I'm going to pull my diamonds out. This is how I keep my diamonds, my leftovers. So I have these containers. So these are like my oranges, reds, yellows. Then I've got one here that's like my different shades of green. And so I have about 6 or 7 of those going. All right. But again, I've been doing this a long time and I have so many leftover diamonds. You would not even believe. Oh, maybe you would believe. You wouldn't believe how many I have. I have just bags and bags of them. I need to sort them, go through them, and I need to put them out in a bucket or something out at Marketplace for people to take if they need them. You know what I mean? Because I just have so many. The worst part of it is sorting them. That's the worst part. Once they're all sorted, oh my God, I feel like I've accomplished so much. Okay, so I'm going to take my tool from my kit, and I'm just going to pop a diamond on each of my glue areas, okay? Now you're going to see that glue right now. It's going to look white. It dries clear. So Aleene's tacky glue does dry clear. I love it. But you see what I was saying about, I think I'm just going to add just like 3 in different spots just for kind of an accent, maybe around the curve or I don't know. It's going to be, okay, here's my story for this. I told you, my story. So this little shiny part where on the carrots, that's where the sun is hitting it. That's why it's got a little bling, little shine to it, because the sun is hitting it right at that spot. It's my story. It's my story. All right. See, I need to write a book. Not a book like that, like a storybook. I actually have a book idea, and I've been wanting to write this forever. Of course, it has to do with crafts. Surprise, surprise, surprise. But I just don't know what to do. I don't know where to get started. It's actually a class I used to teach many years ago for kids, a craft thing, and I've been wanting to put it on. I've been wanting to put it in writing for so long. I just need to do that someday before I leave this world. Okay. So I'm just doing 3 little highlight. And I kind of used this muted orange color because like I have a brighter orange. But this is a little bit of almost like a brown orange. Okay, almost there, almost there. And then on the greenery, I might do I think I will. I'm going to do a little pop of color of the green at the ends up here. So I've got that, 3D greenery there. With the faux leaves, whatever they are. But I think I'm going to do a little bit of a pop of color at the end. And then, of course, I'm going to do some on the actual picture. Again, I don't know what yet. I kind of decide that as I go along. When I'm doing diamonds, I really do just kind of as I go along. I do it as I go along. I don't really pre-plan anything of where I'm putting them. I just put them. I just put them down and hope they look okay. Okay, did I get all the orange? Let me put a couple of orange in my button. So in your buttons, like right where the holes are, when I use a button, I usually put diamonds on there. So you could put like, I'm going to put 2 on here, or I usually either put 2 like right over the holes, or I do 1 larger one to cover up the holes. Okay. But I love incorporating buttons into these. Okay, so that's my orange. Now I'm going to grab some green. And definitely going to be some green in the picture because it needs some green. And I'm going to use a green similar to, it's like a limey green. All right, but look at all these diamonds you could have left over just from doing a kit. You have all kinds of leftovers. And look at all the fun that you can have with them. Ooh, this I thought was going to be a duller green than it is. Hang on, let me look. I might want to change greens. That was this one. Let me see if this one's any better. I think that one's better. So I'm going to pull these off. This one's a little lighter. All right. Do you see them? So just at these tips, I'm going to add, 2 or 3 or whatever just across the top. Come on, flip over. All right, and I actually have a reel to put up about making that project from yesterday, the garden project. So I need to put that reel up tonight too. Okay, so you guys get the hint now. You know where I'm going with this. Okay, so I'm going to show it to you one last time here. Here's where we're at. printed on tissue paper, adhered it with the iron and decoupage. Okay, there's our carrots. Added some greenery, and now we're adding some diamonds. Okay, so do you see some of the diamonds? And then just a little bit of greenery there at the top. Okay, just so like if you were to look at it, you see a little bling. Okay, again, if you wanted to make something like this and you can't find this piece, I don't know where this piece came from, as I said at the beginning of the show. I got this from a diva, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so cute. But you could definitely create this on your own. You just need a circle, a wood circle. Okay, plain wood circle, and get some carrots. You can find little mini carrots probably more than one place right now. I don't know if Dollar Tree has them. They may. Okay, even if they're bigger carrots, you can put that around too. It doesn't matter. Easter eggs. We talked about the little miniatures I used yesterday, the wheelbarrows and the watering cans and the flowers. Okay, so any kind of miniature, and kind of make a little frame around it, and then do your picture in the middle. Okay, so just an idea of what you can do. This little guy is going to get some diamonds. Okay. Oh, look at his suit. He's got like little gold buttons on his suit. Oh, he's going to get some gold buttons. Oh, yes, he is. Okay, you know, I just saw that. I got to give him gold buttons right now. Here's my gold. Look, I've got a little bit of glue left here on my plate. Look at those little gold buttons he's got. Oh, goodness. I don't know what kit these little gold beads came from. I can't pick them up out of here. But they are so darn cute. I'm going to be sad when I run out of them. Because I use them for so many things. Anything else that gold? Oh, look at his little nose. We need to put a little pink diamond on his nose. Okay. Look at his little gold buttons. Oh. So cute. Okay. Look at, isn't that fun? Fun. All right, guys. So there we go. Peter Cottontail. Almost done. He needs more diamonds and he needs to dry, and then he'll be all done, and then he needs to be sealed. Okay. So that's it. Once it's all done, once I have all the diamonds on, I of course will post the picture. I am going to try and load the reel from creating that last night. This picture right here. Right there. Okay, remember I already had it done when we did our live last night. Okay, there's the other piece that I did the reel on yesterday. There's that one there, the bunny, the big welcome bunny. Okay, this is the garden one. All right, the garden one is up here, and I will post the reel for that. I didn't post that one yet. Okay, so I'll do that, and then I got to go do some orders. Otherwise, we will have no merchandise to see, no new stuff. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I went way over. Okay, but there it is. I think it came out super cute. So there's your new technique for tonight. Not that we normally do a technique on Friday, but there you go, printing on tissue paper. If you've never done it, try it. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. 2 techniques this week, you guys. Oh, you're welcome. I spoil you. You're welcome. You're so good. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great night. I will see you all tomorrow right here again at 7 o'clock Mountain Time. 7 o'clock Mountain Time. But don't just wait for me. Jump on and watch all the other crafters all day. It starts at 8 in the morning. I want to say 8 in the morning Central Time. Okay, but the flyer is down there. I will post it again, or I'll pop it up. Okay, and there's crafters all day tomorrow and Sunday. And Shantae was one of them. She must have jumped off, so she didn't post her thing, but she was one of them too. So yeah, so be sure to check out all the crafters. The theme is trash to treasure. So we had to take something that we were throwing away, a piece of trash, and make it into treasure. That's what we had to do. Yeah. I hope mine works. Okay, I will, what does this say? Oh, something just came up about the trash to treasure thing. Okay, guys, you all have a great night, and I will see you all tomorrow night. Have a good one. Bye.